Good
Good evening, KU.
I'm Jordan Nicole, and I'm here with the lovely
Nathaniel Duncan.
Yes, we're back. Fall break just ended.
And we missed you guys last week because we were off campus.
Yes. What did you do over fall break?
I didn't do much over fall break. Mostly just caught up on a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
So that was much needed. I probably did more last week than I did all fall break because I went to the Mizzou game last Saturday, so that was pretty fun.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I know a lot of the staff here at Good Evening KU stayed busy. They were doing various things over break. So do you want to just jump right into it and talk about?
Let's jump right into it.
All right.
So this is Bridget. She and her friend spent time together and they saw the new Halloween movie.
All right, next we have Colin, and here you see him pictured eating some Japanese cuisine with his Japanese foreign exchange students, and they're having some fun gathered around the table.
And then we have Dean, who made chili over the break. That looks pretty delicious.
Connor, our floor director, is pictured here with her mother. She's from St. Louis, Missouri, and she took a road trip up there for the weekend, and she went to go see the Fleetwood Rock Band.
Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, I don't know if I said that right. Sorry, I'm not very hip in that area.
Up next, we had Kalen, who went to the pumpkin patch with his nephews. And he also spent time with his family and friends while he was back.
And next up is Chris. Here he's pictured with, I believe, to be his siblings, and they're at a Minnesota Vikings game.
This is Meredith's picture. She apparently befriended a wasp over the break, so I probably wouldn't get close to any wasps at all. But
I know.
You know, if you befriend one, that means they don't sting you.
Yeah, now I know that I can call Meredith anytime I see a wasp. Next up, we have Stephanie, who's behind the scenes. She also helps us out anytime we decide to live stream. And she was at a J Balvin concert, and it looks pretty packed. It was at the Sprint Center over the past weekend, and she was turning it up and having some fun.
This is Weston's picture. He was at the Dirt Monkey concert, and he worked the camera and other behind-the-scenes stuff.
Oh, and last but not least, this is myself pictured with my former students. I used to be a teacher at Raintree Montessori School. Fun fact about me. So yes, that's what I did over fall break. I just went back to sub and help out and serve the youth in our community.
All right, I think that's about it.
Yeah, so next week I will be interviewing the lovely Carrie Benson, so please tune in for that, and hopefully you guys stay busy on campus, and be sure to check out Mrs. Burke. She's going to be on campus tomorrow at 6 for the Me Too movement, and then we also have our first basketball
against
game
Emporia State on Thursday at 7 o'clock at Fog.
Yeah.
So show up.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
Welcome back to your Good Evening Monday broadcast. I'm Meredith Chappell. I'm here with Emily Bruggeman from the Center for Community Outreach. Can you kind of tell me about what you do there and stuff?
Yeah, so I'm the managing director for the CCO, and within that job I am in charge of the budget. I hire all of our coordinators and our staff, and I also peer advise 6 of our 12 programs.
Okay, so how did you get involved with that? What got you into that?
So freshman year, I guess in high school really, I was really involved with volunteering, and I wanted to do something with that when I came to KU. And CCO just kind of stuck out to me with their beginning of the year event called Super Service Saturday. And I really thought it was so cool how it was organized, so I decided I want to be a part of this. So freshman and sophomore year, I was the music mentors coordinator, and now I'm managing director.
Awesome, awesome. So you have an event coming up. It's called the Trunk or Treat. Can you kind of talk about that?
Yeah, so the Trunk or Treat event coming up is kind of a collaboration between the CCO, Silk, and the Alumni Association. So I can't take full credit for it from CCO, but basically it's a family-friendly event happening in the Alumni Association building right across from the Union. And we will have a bunch of stations where you can, get candy, play games, paint pumpkins. There's going to be hot chocolate and cider, and then of course trunks outside. And most of them are campus offices putting on the trunks, or different clubs around campus.
Awesome. So this is kind of a way to kind of get, people involved with KU and things like that.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good way to kind of bring everybody together for one event.
Awesome. And then what other events are coming up this year besides that?
So for the CCO specifically, we always have the Milk Holiday Party in December, and that's a great way to get involved with CCO for a one-time big event. And also right now we're really promoting the Campus Cupboard.
Okay, so can you kind of talk about Campus Cupboard, what that is, things like that?
Yeah, so another collaboration between the Union, Center for Community Outreach, and Student Affairs. We've put together, for the past few years, it's been a project, but now it's actually come into fruition, and it's in the Union. But Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, the cupboard is open, and it's free for all KU students, staff, and faculty to get food for the week. And you're allowed to come in twice a week, and you're allotted 15 points, and the food is kind of marked with points, so you know how many points you're getting. And yeah, so you come in twice a week, and it's a really great resource, and we're trying to get more feminine hygiene products in as well.
Awesome, that's so cool. So you have Trunk or Treat, and you also have Campus Cupboard, things like that. Is there anything else you'd like to add, stuff that the center is doing?
I'd say overall we just have a lot going on. With our 12 different programs, they all focus on specific needs in the community. So we have some that work with the elderly, we have some that work with the homeless population in Lawrence. So it's really all over. And if you're wanting to get involved, I would suggest visiting cco.ku.edu or volunteer.ku.edu.
Awesome. Okay, well, that'll kind of wrap it up for us. So the Trunk or Treat is on Friday, 6 to 8 at the Alumni Center, or Association building.
Same thing.
So yeah, that'll wrap it up. This is Emily Bruggeman from the Center for Community Outreach, and up next is news.
Welcome back. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kaylin. This is your Monday Good Evening KU News Updates. Fans of Ernest Hemingway will be delighted to hear that 2 rarely seen stories are set to be released next year. The short stories Indian Country and the White Army and The Monuments will be included in a special reissue of the classic For Whom the Bell Tolls. Hemingway wrote the stories in 1956, reflecting upon his time as a correspondent and participant in World War II. He told his publisher the stories needed to come out after his death because they were a little shocking and dealt with irregular troops, combat, and with people who actually kill other people.
The founder of the hashtag #MeToo movement will be on the KU campus tomorrow night. Tarana Burke was originally scheduled to speak in April but had to postpone. Her message will address how women of color are not getting enough credit for beginning the movement. Burke is scheduled to speak at 6 p.m. in the Kansas Union.
In sports, the KU football team lost yet again.
Ouch.
After squandering 2 early chances for touchdowns, the defense finally gave in, and the Jayhawks fell 48-16 to Texas Tech. KU is now 2-5 overall and 0-4 in the conference. The Jayhawks will host TCU this weekend with a kickoff scheduled for 2 p.m.
After a great start to the season, the soccer team has now lost 3 in a row. After losses to Texas Tech, Texas, and Baylor last week, the Jayhawks will hit the road to close the regular season against West Virginia. KU is currently 10-5-2 on the season and 4-4 in the Big 12 Conference.
The volleyball team has also lost 2 in a row, and on Saturday the Jayhawks may have lost more than just the match. freshman setter Cameron Ennis injured her ankle in the first set and did not return. Senior Gabby Simpson was then forced to set the entire rotation, taking away her skills as a blocker and hitter. KU is now 13-6 overall and 6-2 in the conference.
And, of course, the basketball season begins this week with our exhibition games for both the men and the women's teams. The men will host Emporia State on Thursday night at 7 p.m., while the women begin on Sunday afternoon against Fort Hays State. Both games are in Allen Fieldhouse.
And that will wrap it up for today's news update. Stay tuned, and after the break, Madison will be here with the weather.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. I am joined outside by Bridget. So you're outside in front of Allen Fieldhouse. What's it look like out there right now?
Very nice. It seems like it's in the about 70 degrees out here, but I am standing in front of Allen Fieldhouse in front of the Booth Family Hall of Athletics next to Fog Allen, which Allen Fieldhouse is named after. So that's pretty cool. And he has about 746 wins, which is also really awesome.
Wow.
And next to Bill Self, he's one of the best KU basketball coaches, so that's pretty great. And yeah, so we have a game on Thursday at 7 p.m. against Emporia State, so I know I'll be there, so hopefully you'll be there too, and hopefully everyone else will. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, back up to you, Madison.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Today it's finally beautiful. We're getting that nice fall weather. And the leaves are actually changing because we've stayed in the 60s for long enough now to see that start to change. So like Bridget said, we're about in the 70s right now. So by 5 p.m., so around now, we're at 72, which was considerably warmer than it's been for the past few weeks. You know, we were seeing temperatures in the 50s and the 60s, and we've been creeping back up into the 70s. But that will start to change a little bit as we move into this week. But by 6 p.m., we're going to be down to 69, and then as the sun goes down around 7, we'll be into 65 and 68. We don't have much of a breeze, which is interesting because just to our north and our west, we have this cold front. So this blue line here is actually a cold front moving through, and it will be moving through in the next few hours into tonight. And we'll see our temperature start to change. But unfortunately, here's a quick tip. When any front moves through, you won't see a real change for at least a day or so. And then you'll actually see solid changes in temperature most of the time. There are some pretty fast moving cold fronts from time to time, but it's a good rule of thumb. So tomorrow's high isn't going to be too different from what we saw today. We'll probably see temperatures around 64. It'll be mostly sunny skies, cooler temperatures. We didn't see really any wind today, and we probably won't see any wind tomorrow. And then into the rest of the week. So it's going to be partly cloudy, like I said, tomorrow. And then we're going to see our temperatures start to cool off. So by Thursday, the game, we're going to see a high of 53. So you might want to grab a coat, heavy sweatshirt if you're headed to the game, just so you can stay a little bit warmer. And then as we move into Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be back into 60s. And by the weekend, we'll be into 56 by Monday. So cooler temperatures, pretty consistent. We're going to see some cloudy skies, but it will definitely be some nice fall weather compared to what we've been seeing, and maybe we'll even get some cooler temperatures in the next few weeks. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and we will be back this time next week. Have a good week.